Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Nordergraff. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe. I noticed that some of you were having some difficulties with the accidentals on the major pentatonic scale worksheet, so I wanted to review a little bit what was involved in that. So if you look at the directions, it will tell you that the major pentatonic uses steps 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 of the major scale. So I've uploaded a couple of worksheets that have the major scales written out. You'll see that I've uploaded one for treble clef, and I've also uploaded the major scales for bass clef. And note that these scales are kind of divided in two categories. Some of them are in sharp key signatures, and you'll see all the accidentals in these cases are sharps. And then some of them are in flat key signatures. And for those keys, you should be writing all the accidentals using flats and not sharps. Some of you were mixing up your flats and sharps a little bit. So now I'm going to give you an example of how to do this. I'm going to do treble clef first, then I'll show you bass clef. So you can see everything in one place. I pasted a couple of the major scales from that worksheet I gave you onto this same page. You'll have to go back and forth between the two pages when you do it. So here we have the E major scale. So to create the E major pentatonic from that, I'm going to use steps 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So if I look on this worksheet, E is in the last measure. So this shows me the notes that I want to use for this measure. So here we go. E, F sharp, G sharp, B will be the next one, and then C sharp is the last one. So then I put on some stems. Oh, I also need to put the E, because we're going back up to the first note here. Okay, so then we add the 8th rest. Now I also asked you to do the approach note, which was half a step below the root. So in our example, that would be this note. If you take a look, you'll notice that the 7th scale degree is actually half a step below the root. But this is the root at the higher octave of the scale. Because we're doing an approach note, we need the note that's half a step below this one. So it will be the 7th scale step, which is D sharp. But we need to write it down here in this octave. Okay, because it's an approach note, we don't want to have a big skip. So that's basically all you need to do for that. Just reference your major scales. I want to show you one in bass clef for our bass clef friends. Again, I've cut and pasted a couple of scales from those scale sheets that I just uploaded. And let's see, what do we got here? We'll do the A flat major. Okay, if we look on our worksheet up here, we see A flat major is going to go in the 5th measure. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 5th measure here, so this will be our A flat major. So again, we're looking for the 1st, 2nd, third, fifth, and sixth notes. So here we go. Here's the first one. It's the A flat. The second one is the B flat. Third one is C. Fifth one is, that's not a very good C. It's kind of, there we go. Fifth one is E flat, F, and then we go back up to A flat on the top. Okay, let's draw in some stems and beams. Oops. Okay, add our eighth rest. Now, we need to come up with the approach note that is the lead-in to this measure. So for that, we need the note that's half a step below the A flat. That's going to be the seventh note of the scale, which is G. But again, we need to move it to the lower octave so that it is just below where we're going to play. So in this case, we're going to use this G, and we'll just put a little flag on it just like this. I hope this helps you out. If you still have questions, just drop me an email and we can set up a time to do a video chat for maybe just a couple minutes. But go ahead and take a look at this, and again, just reach out if you have any questions and I will try to help. Thanks, and stay safe.